Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What's up to all my kings and queens and everything in betweens? Hey Ellie, come here. Come right here. Oh, you can see her a little bit. Yay! Ellie says hello. She's still here with me, rocking. Welcome back for another installment of Self-Care Sunday. How are y'all doing? If you are new here and you have no clue what Self-Care Sunday is, Self-Care Sunday is a day out of the week that I take to sit down, try a new deep conditioner, maybe something old, or maybe mix up a couple products, and just chill with you guys, catch up, all that good stuff. So I've actually gotten quite a few new subscribers over the last week, so welcome you guys. Come join us and hang out. I can't believe like how long Self-Care Sunday has been going. Like, I knew I was going to be consistent with it, but like at the same time, like I didn't think it would make it this far, but you guys still love it, so we still gonna keep doing it. So today I have a Honey's Handmade Wash Day going on. So I'm going to be trying out the Bentonite and Sea Clay Deep Conditioning Mask. So I got these when they did that Friday Frenzy deal, and there were 4 products that were a part of the deal, and you got them all for like $20 plus free shipping. And it included this, the coconut water leave-in, the Oh Honey and Cocoa mask, which I've already done a review on. I will link it up in the cards above, as well as the hibiscus deep conditioner. So I was torn between this one and the hibiscus, but I've been wanting to incorporate a little bit more clay into my regimen, so I figured this would be a good one to use because it does have bentonite and sea clay in it. So if you're interested in chilling with me and seeing how this Honey's Handmade Deep Conditioner works in my hair, then just keep watching. I have already cleansed my hair, and I used the Honey's Handmade Goat's Milk Mango and Honey Cleansing Hair Lotion. This was part of that Tres Leches collection that dropped last year. I also have a video on that, and I will link that up here as well. I had to use a lot of it because this does not have a big foaming action, and it only does so much cleansing. I'm not the hugest fan of it, but I wanted to go ahead and use it up. It did what it needed to do. But before I forget, I'm kind of all over the place. Y'all, I'm on taking medicine. I've been sick. I don't know what's going on with me. No, I don't have coronavirus already. My dad's nursed and got me checked out and everything. I don't have that. So I've been keeping up with the Theraflu, and that stuff like knocks me on my ass. I don't know how y'all be taking that stuff and drinking it at work and everything, but it does work. It works. It for real lays me out. So I forgot to put my moisturizer on, so I'm gonna moisturize before I start touching my hair. I don't like to do anything to my face after I've touched my hair, you know what I mean? I just feel like it's gross. If you're wondering, I do use the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm. I usually do an SPF, but I really don't feel like putting that on right now, so. But usually if it's any other moisturizer, it's this. I'll switch back to my Sunday Rally title when summer comes along. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have an entire daytime skincare routine, and we'll also link that in the cards above too, because I still get questions and I'm like, y'all, I did a whole video. And I do plan on filming my nighttime skincare routine sometime soon. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to get the angles right. So you know, it's a little bit more difficult now that it's not just me at the house, you know, like my whole family is at the house. So before I'd be at home filming by myself and I'm not taking up space or anything, but now I am, you know what I mean? So this is what my hair is looking like. And you can, what is that? Oh, you know what that is? I think that's, I reuse a deep conditioning cap, and I'm pretty sure that is whatever deep conditioner got in that I was using before. So how are you guys doing? How are you guys faring? Like I said, I haven't been feeling too hot, so I've pretty much stayed inside the house except for the times that I had to go out. I had to go to the store the other day because me and my brother haven't really been letting my parents leave the house because they're not in their 60s. Both of my parents are immunocompromised in some way. My dad especially, so we've been trying to keep him from having to do anything, So I went with my brother to get some more medication because I knew that they were gonna card him. And they did, they carded me, so I went ahead and went with him to do that instead of just sending him out to do it and then he not being able to get what we needed. So we did that and we went to the store and it was definitely like surreal. That was the first time I had been out in like over a week. Being in the house don't bother me, y'all. Like, I think because, with my endo and when it wasn't being treated very well, I was such a homebody that being at home doesn't bother me. Like, I would skip out parties because I didn't want to be the Debbie Downer, so I'm used to being at home. It doesn't really bother me. Let's talk about this Bentonite and Sea Clay Deep Conditioning Mask real quick. It says Honey's Handmade Bentonite and Sea Clay Deep Conditioning Mask, a phenomenal conditioning clay, mineral-rich, natural detox for your strands. Bentonite is said to help minimize shrinkage and stunted growth. Mask will leave hair feeling soft to the touch and more manageable. And it says how to use. After cleansing hair evenly, distribute conditioner into each section of hair. Apply a plastic cap and follow up with steam or thermal conditioning regimen. Let conditioner sit for a minimum of 30 minutes. Rinse and follow up with a leave-in cream or moisturizer and then style as usual. And the ingredients in here, there's distilled water, bentonite clay, sea clay, mango butter, olive butter, yarrow flour, veggie emulsifier, jojoba, cocoa butter, horsetail, aloe vera, and colt's foot. And I listed all the ingredients because that's literally all that is listed on the jar. I will do a close-up of it just so y'all can see, but she doesn't list out the ingredients the way most companies do. So I have no way of knowing if this is the full ingredients list or not. So, I hope that it is, just because if you're not putting everything in there, I mean, people have a whole host of allergies and everything. So I feel like it's not always enough to highlight ingredients. And I am using hot water. I put hot water in my spray bottle because by the time it comes out and actually hits the hair, it'll be the perfect temperature. So that's what I do. I need to get some glass water bottles, even though I haven't had any issues, with my water bottle warping or anything. And this is a looser deep conditioner. It definitely moves. So I'm hoping that this will have a lot of slip. The honey and cocoa mask was definitely an odd experience for me, even though it had my hair looking great. And I will say it definitely helped it retain moisture, but it was weird. Like, it didn't feel moisturized, but it definitely looked and acted like it was very moisturized. And this smells like clay. Like, it smells like straight up clay. Ooh. This is definitely a more slippery experience though. I like this. It's funny because last Self-Care Sunday, y'all were like, I'm gonna need these videos to be a little bit longer. And I was like, yeah, I got through it and I looked at the timestamp and I was just like, oh. But I mean, everything's been working through my hair very easily. I feel like my hair has really just been happy. So it hasn't taken me a lot of time to really do my hair at all lately. But yeah, so just been hanging out at the house, just finding things to do, and trying to keep whatever I have going on at bay. Most of it, it started here. So I know that I always have sinus issues this time of year, and it really does suck because of course we would be having a pandemic going on right smack dab in the middle of allergy season. That does not help either. Because every time someone coughs, people are just So I already knew I had some sinus stuff going on, but I've had this like weird cough, like literally right here. Like it's just stuck right here. It's not like the rest of everything else in my chest is fine. It's literally just right there, and it really hurts. So, you know, of course, once I started coughing, I was like, okay, I need to get checked out. And, you know, they're not really sure, but it feels like it's going away though. Like after finally, like it feels like it's starting to go away. So who knows? And y'all, I have been filming up the wazoo. But yeah, I was just sitting here thinking like, I just want to remind y'all, especially in this space where now that everything really is kind of on lock and people aren't able to leave their houses and things, I implore you not to forget the small content creators who have been giving you consistent, useful, high quality content. Like, I'm just saying, like, I've noticed it not just on my videos, but other smaller creators that I watch, just over the last week. Just the numbers haven't been the same. And, you know, a lot of these bigger YouTubers are coming back and finally like, oh, well, I guess I'll post consistent content now, because everybody's going to be at home. And yeah, don't forget about us. We've been doing it. Like, we've been giving you 3-4 videos a week consistently. I don't have to bust my ass because ain't nothing changed. You know, I take a break every now and then, but the goal is always to give you at least 2 videos a week. So don't forget about the people who have been showing up and showing out for y'all, because right now you kind of are. I'm just saying, like, you kind of are. It's kind of sad to see, like, some of my YouTube friends who have been getting amazing views and all of a sudden, like, they can't pull anything, you know? So this feels good. This is my kind of deep conditioner. The slip is A1. It's slippery, but also emollient. And you can see the shine that it's bringing into my hair. It feels really good. I like this. This is kind of how I was expecting the Oh Honey one to feel, except I was expecting it to just be a little bit thicker. But yeah, guys, like, make sure you don't forget to show up and show out for the people who have been showing up and showing out for you. Because right now, everyone's on that, okay, let me go ahead and start making videos again. Because it's going to be a big money maker, you know? And I always say all the time, y'all control how things flow, you know? So don't get caught up in that. I'm not saying don't watch, you know, your favorite larger YouTubers. I've been watching them too. But also don't forget to engage with your smaller content creators that you've been watching, you know, while the big wigs have just been chilling, uploading 1 video a month. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't been doing that. And a lot of us, we create consistent content because we love it, you know? We don't just love to, it's not just about money, you know? Like, we love to engage with you guys. We love to experience these new things with you guys. And a lot of us have created really awesome communities. Like, I feel like the community that we've created here is really great. And we have a community of people who check up on each other and look out for each other. So, you know, don't forget about that. Like, don't forget about those people who have been rocking with you when these larger people who are just coming in because they know it's a great time to make money are cashing in. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that to us. Because we've been here and we haven't, our schedules ain't changed because we've been doing it, you know? So, y'all, this feels so good. But I wanted to, like, use some Honey's Handmade today in the spirit of the package that's about to hit my doorstep. Because my Melba's box is going to be coming today. And I am really excited. I missed out on last year's box. There was just so much going on. And at the time, like, I had already tried the Trace Leches collection. And I wasn't a big fan of it. So I kind of cooled my heels on Honey's Handmade because I just wasn't impressed by what I had tried. So I'm trying to make a bigger point to really implement Honey's Handmade into my regimen and really get to know and explore the products. So that's what I am doing. So I'm using this deep conditioner, and then I'm going to follow up and do a video using the coconut water leave-in and gel, because I know you guys have been super duper curious about that, and I haven't really seen anyone talk about it. So I wanted to go ahead and use that for you guys this week. So I'm super excited about that. I'm also going to finish doing my deep clean so that I can film part 1 of my empties. Y'all, I'm so ahead in videos that this, like, you guys will have seen the empties, but I have other videos that are gonna come like 2 weeks later after all of this is said and done. And I won't have filmed that empties yet, but not my empties, my stash video. What am I talking about? Even though I do have an empties video that I need to finish editing and upload today. So today when I'm filming this, my empties is gonna go up, and I'm super proud of myself because I got through a lot of stuff. Way more hair products than I realized. I've been making a point to set aside things that I know have like 1 or 2 uses left and work on finishing those off. And I had all but like 2 products. And that was only because I was able to get more use out of that little bit that was left than I thought I would. So it's not bad at all. This feels really good, y'all. I don't really hear anyone talking about this Bentonite and Sea Clay deep conditioner. Which is surprising to me because this feels really good. Like, this actually feels like it would be a repurchase. So far, the only Honey's Handmade deep conditioner, or Honey's Handmade product in general that I feel like I would definitely go out of my way to repurchase is the Cherry Almond Tapioca Co-Wash. That one is really, really good. So yeah, stash video. Getting ready to film that. So you guys will have already seen that, or should have already seen that. But I'm super excited about that because I just decided, like, y'all already know that I was waiting to do that video because I was saving up for new shelving. And right now, that's just not a priority. Like, who knows what things are going to look like. And I was like, okay, I could just not do it or just go ahead and do the deep dive clean that I've been planning on doing and just go ahead and film it. So I'm going to film it in parts. It's going to be in 3 parts. So the first video you will have already seen. That's going to be what I have under my bathroom sink. So majority of that is like cleansers and rinse out conditioners. And then what I have at my desk. So I have a lineup of products at my desk, separated into different categories. So things that are brand new and that I need to film and do videos on, or even some things that aren't brand new, but I'm going to be doing videos on them. Like, I pulled some things aside to, for my, what is it called? The classic combo series, because you guys said you really wanted me to continue to build upon that, so I will for as long as I can. Again, if you have any classic combos, or just like, it doesn't have to be something that was widely popular, but a combination that was classic for you at the beginning of your hair journey, then just drop it down below and let me know, and you may see that in a video. So I have a section of products that is stuff that I'm getting ready to film with. I have a section of products that are things that have become like, oh, this is about to be a staple. Things that I've definitely been wowed by. And many of them are new, some of them aren't. And then I have a section of things that I need to use up. So things that are either on their way out in terms of expiration, or maybe have like 1 use left. So I do have basically a stash at my desk. And I also usually have a lot of products sitting on top of my desk because when I'm over here, I do like product shots and stuff like that. Those close-ups that you guys see I'll do over here. Or a lot of times, if I'm planning a video, I will pull things and see how they mix together, so I know exactly what combinations I'm going to do. Y'all, I take this very seriously. Like, I don't think y'all understand. It be taking days, sometimes weeks, for me to get out a single video because I do take it that seriously. Like, ain't no games over here. For sure. This is like the worst time for me to start having issues with knots. Like, why couldn't my hair decide it wanted to start knotting up like a month ago? Like, why couldn't you act up just a month ago? Yeah, because ain't no trim gonna happen now. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll get through it. I'm super excited about that because you guys have been asking me to do an updated stash video for a while. I have a really old one from when I first started my channel. And it's just funny because now I look at my stash and I'm like, I thought I had a lot of products then. But I mean, it just comes with the territory. Like, if people want you to review products, like, you're going to have a shit ton of stuff. Like, it just is what it is. People like to criticize, but I'm like, you don't be criticizing when you be watching the videos, though. Like, you don't be criticizing when you be requesting stuff. Come on. I'm just happy because I did, like, get some cleaning of the stash done. So I put together a couple of boxes for people and sent those off to people that I knew could use some extra products. So it was easier when I was in college because I could just like look at my friends and be like, just come in and take what you want, you know. Like, it was easier then. I would do that all the time, just like pick something, you know, take what you want. Now it's a little bit more work though, but I'm also particular because I don't send people used products because I already know how I be using products, and I don't want to send someone something that may have water in it, or, you know, like, to me, that's just gross. So I don't send people used products. So yeah, the first one was my bathroom stash and my workspace. The second one is going to be the shelf, because that's enough products for just one whole video in itself. And then the third one is going to be my closet. Don't worry, the entire closet is not filled with products. I have, if you have seen my old stash video, I still have that, like, hanging caddy thing. So I keep stuff in there. And then I also have a drawer that I keep backups in. So that's going to be the 3 different videos. But I know y'all are going to enjoy that. Y'all have been asking me for that video for a hot ass minute. And I just wanted everything to be perfect. Like, I wanted everything to be cohesive, but it's cool. Like, y'all aren't going to complain. Y'all don't care about how I organize my products. You just want to see them, you know? And so today is Friday. So the stimulus just got approved by, you know, Congress, all that good stuff. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Thank God. My manager called me and she was like, yeah, I never put in that you were going to be out for 2 weeks. So I am going to get paid. I actually did get paid today. So I think this week and I have 2 weeks after that I'm still going to get paid. So I'm really happy about that. Because I was worried too, because I was like, okay, if I'm going to get paid, I only worked 1 day last week. So I was like, Lord, I'm only going to have like $30 in my bank account. But no, they paid me for the entire week that I was scheduled. So I'm very happy about that. Thank God. So thankfully your girl ain't going to be out, you know, because, you know, still got to get groceries. We've all been contributing to groceries really, because it just makes more sense that way. But I'm probably today gonna order a few books. The there was a book that I came across at Barnes & Noble a couple of weeks ago called Hood Feminism. And I was very intrigued by that. So I think I'm going to order that. But what other books are you guys reading that y'all are like really into? Because I don't know, like I don't really follow authors anymore. Like we have this whole conversation about how like I haven't really been reading for fun thanks to, you know, college. College life be having you all messed up when it comes to reading. So, what are you guys like favorite authors? You know, books that you guys like to read. I like mystery. I also like sci-fi. I'm not really into like romance or like Zane. Never could get into Zane. Or memoirs. I really like memoirs. So yeah, just like let me know, drop some titles, because your girl is definitely going to order a few books off of Amazon. And I also, my mom pulled out those Women's Murder Club series books, the 2 that I have failed to read. So I'm gonna work on those too. I still have that book by Chimamanda Ngozi that I'm going to start this week. So I will let you guys know about that one. The Handmaid's Tale was amazing, y'all. Like that. It's a great book. If you have not read The Handmaid's Tale, I would not suggest starting it right now, because it will freak you out. Like it's very, very sign of the times-ish. And it will, if you are a paranoid person, it will freak you out and it will stress you out. So like I suggest not starting that book now. If you know you are like that, I wouldn't do it, because it is very sign of the times-ish. So just be mindful of that. I'm not the type of person that gets like wigged out by stuff like that. I don't know. I guess like sometimes I can be super nonchalant. I mean, in college, I would like leave my medical parasitology class and then go on a sushi date. Like I just don't be caring. Like I really don't. I'm very nonchalant, so it just is. I've always kind of been that way. I don't know, like I'm nonchalant in a lot of ways, but I'm also like damn near conspiracy theorist in a lot of ways too, you know? Yeah, I think I like made a few people mad on Instagram because I told people to stop walking around with them damn gloves on. Look, all I'm saying is you are worsening spread by walking around with dirty ass gloves. Like I'm sorry, but the lab tech in me is disgusted every time I see it. And like, the thing is, people are going in. It's not like they're walking around with a whole box of gloves to change every time they touch something. But you're walking around, you're touching all this stuff with these gloves, and all that contaminant is on your hands, and you're touching your groceries, you're touching your purse, you're touching your wallet, you're touching your phone. Like, that's disgusting. Like, you're just worsening the spread. Like, you're not doing anything. And I think people also forget that PPE equipment is also, like, there's there's a standard protocol for everything. And so anyone that, like, works in, you know, like, a medical facility will tell you, like, masks, you have to change those out. You know, your gloves, you have to constantly be changing them. Like, when you walk into a hospital, you don't just see nurses walking around the halls with their gloves on. And if you do, I guarantee if they got in trouble. Like, you usually will get in trouble if you're walking around with your contaminated gloves on. Because that's disgusting. Like, imagine going in and you have a patient with the coronavirus. And you're in there with your gloves and you're touching this patient, working with that patient, and then you walk out of the room with your gloves on. So anything that, all that contaminant is on your hands. So you probably touch the doorknob, you probably touch the lights, you go out and you're touching pins and you're touching other surfaces. Like, you were contributing to spread when you could just be washing your hands, you know? Like, wash your hands, sanitize your hands. It's the safer option. You know, it's like, I'm saying this because I don't want y'all to make yourself sick because you have like massive fear and anxiety over this. Like, you're probably going to worsen your chances of contracting something by walking around with dirty ass gloves all day, you know, than you are just by practicing basic hygiene and washing your hands and using hand sanitizer. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm just being honest with you guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I remember in my labs, if you used your gloves and you would go touch a doorknob or something, you would get marked off for that. I'm just saying, there's a reason why. They beat it into your head because you are spreading everything that you have touched. If you've touched, you know, something caustic, you're spreading that. So someone who doesn't have protected hands could end up touching that and end up with a chemical burn, you know? Like, this is how these things work. I understand not everyone has been in a lab, not everyone has worked in the medical profession, but like, there's no reason why we should have to worry about medical personnel not having the things they need to treat patients. Like, it's ridiculous. You don't need freaking gloves. Like, I'm just saying, you don't need it. You don't. Because what worries me is when, you know, when we do go to the hospital, whether the people that are treating us have the things that they need to keep themselves protected and to also keep other people protected. Like, I know a lot of businesses that, you know, use nitrile gloves are donating their gloves to hospitals because there's just so much of a shortage. And you have to think about how often one person in a hospital goes through gloves, gowns, and masks. You have to think about how often that happens, how many they use in a day. You probably couldn't count how many they use in a day because you have to consistently be changing them as to not spread infectious diseases. Are y'all just walking around here with the same damn pair of gloves on for 6 hours thinking you're doing something and you're not? Like, you're just making it worse. I'm just trying to help you. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to help you. But also, like, I take this very seriously because, one, working in lab settings, you really understand how easily things can be spread when you are wearing your gloves. But two, I'm not a germaphobe, but that grosses me the hell out because I worked in a lab setting. So every time I see people walking around with those gloves, I'm just like, I'm not easily grossed out, but that grosses me out. I'm just being real with y'all. So this is where I am on this deep conditioner. And I have about 2 uses left, standard 3 uses for me. Let's see. I feel like, you know, I feel like the claims on this could be better because all of these claims are things that you probably won't see. It says that it will leave your hair feeling soft to the touch and more manageable. First of all, the slip on this is beautiful. Like, the slip is gorgeous. The slip is amazing. This is super slippery, but still very emollient. I can feel the oils on my fingers. And I can feel some of that clay in there too. It feels really good on the strands. And it instantly penetrated into my hair. Instantly. I really, so far, like the way that this is performing. Because it feels like what I look for in a deep conditioner. Like this, the feeling of this conditioner reminds me a lot of the She Scented Pomegranate Pear Deep Conditioner. That one is a lighter deep conditioner. It has a lot of slip, but it's still emollient, and it really penetrates into the strands very well. And this reminds me of that in a lot of ways. It's not identical, but it just reminds me of that in the way that it performs. It's loose, and it's going to make you feel like, this ain't going to do nothing. But I promise you, like, the slip, bomb. The moisture that it's giving me is bomb. Like, you guys could see the shine that it was bringing to my hair. Like, this is a type of reaction that I want to have across the board with Honey's Handmade, you know? Like, this feels really good. This feels really promising. So, I'm hoping that the feeling that I have in my hair now is consistent when I rinse it out. It says to leave on for at least 30 minutes, so I'm going to sit underneath my bonnet dryer for 30 minutes. Hopefully 30 minutes, because I am feeling, like, whacked out with this medicine. I don't know if y'all can tell. I don't know if you can tell. I feel like you can see my eyes are a little sunken in, and I don't know if you can tell that I'm a little loopy. but I am a little loopy. I'm just letting you guys know. So hopefully I won't fall asleep, and it'll be a good solid 30 minutes and not anything more than that. And then I'll go rinse this out and come back and we will talk about how this deep conditioner treated my hair. Okay guys, I am back and the deep conditioner is completely rinsed out of my hair. I guess everyone is so bored that they're mowing their lawns every damn day. So I'm sorry if you can hear that, but this is what my hair is looking like, y'all. I wish you could reach through the camera and feel how soft yet reinforced my hair is. Oh my goodness. Miss Valencia. Now, this is what I've been looking for. Because the honey and cocoa moisture was really, really good in terms of how it looked, but it just felt strange. Like it put an odd coating on my hair and it wasn't my favorite. This is what I look for in a mask, and I feel like it did everything that it said it was going to do. Now obviously I don't know about the detoxing part because, I mean, my hair was already relatively clean. It doesn't feel any cleaner or anything. It says it's going to help minimize shrinkage. I don't know about that. I mean, my hair's been relatively full and fluffy regardless. But when it comes to what it says, it's going to leave your hair feeling soft to the touch and more manageable. Yeah, this feels so soft, but it's still like strong. It's not so soft that I feel like my hair is going to fly off my head, because y'all know us fine hair naturals, like sometimes it take it a little bit too far and you just be feeling bald-headed, like bald-headed. And I wish that were an exaggeration, but it's not. But my hair feels so good. It even honestly, like it looks like I already have product in it to an extent. Like, doesn't it look, it looks so good. Okay, y'all. We finally had like a banger. Like that co-wash, the co-wash was good. And I would get that again. This is a banger. Like this is a stock up on it deep conditioner. This gets a full on 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, 10 out of 10 from me. Finally. This mask feels so good. The application was effortless. The slip is wonderful. The emollients is nice and substantial. It's not too much, it's not too little. Perfect. Like everything across the board about this. The only thing that it doesn't have is an enticing smell. Like, it smells like clay. But you know what? I would rather something perform to the fullest extent of the word perform than just smell good, you know? Like, I need more than something that just smells good or looks pretty. I need something that's going to perform. I have a lot of products, y'all, so we gotta come with the come with, you know? So this one is really, really good. This is something I would absolutely suggest to you guys, especially if like bentonite is your thing. Highly suggest this. Again, I've said I feel like she's definitely worked on her labels, even though I do have some water kind of bleeding through here. So I'm gonna work on that, but I feel like the labels are definitely better presented. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, section my hair while I talk to y'all. The labels are much more cohesive. They're cleaner. They're not all over the place, which I really like. I feel like there is an ample amount of description on the labeling, and I feel like it looks a whole lot better than the products that I've had before. And the labels are actually put on there nice and cleanly. They're not all lopsided and hanging in an odd manner. So that's all I ask for. And I feel like she's definitely been listening to the criticisms and hearing, you know, what we're saying. So it's definitely nice to see continuous growth from a brand, because like I said, I really want to be able to give Honey's Handmade their props. And I feel like with this product, I can definitely give Honey's Handmade their props. So yeah, that is it for my review of the Bentonite and Sea Clay Deep Conditioner. That stuff is so, so good. I need a clip. Hey, I need a clip. It's definitely a repurchase. just everything across the board. The slip, shine, moisture, penetration, like it gives everything that I look for in a solid deep conditioner. And it definitely has finally given me something in the Honey's Handmade range to really look forward to. So yeah, be on the lookout because I have so much more coming. I think I'm going to do a haul, even though I'm not actively buying products because that's not like the focus right now, but I do have things that have come in. Obviously my Melba's box is coming in, so I'll probably haul that. And I did replace a couple of things from She Sent It that I had run out of when they did their 50% off sale. And I have a couple of other things that I picked up that you guys had been asking me to review for a while. So I think I'm going to do a haul video and show you guys those. We're going to keep going along with the stash videos. Really just working on rocking it out and continuing to give you guys quality content, you know, just from my heart to yours. I hope you guys are doing well and just trying to stay healthy and trying to stay busy. Those of you that are out of work, I feel for you. I don't know what's going to happen after these 2 weeks that passed for me. So I'm just, you know, waiting to find out. We don't know what our company is going to do. I think a lot of people are in that situation. Those who do still have jobs, they don't know what's going to happen after the next 2 weeks. So I'll be praying for you guys. This is definitely a time where we all just need to be looking out for each other and come together. I've been donating to a couple of organizations that are helping out with our local homeless communities. And so I highly suggest you guys go and look at what organizations are out there in your area to help with the homeless that are out here during this time, because it is a true blessing to be able to be at home with your family, with running water and lights at any point in time. But during a time like this where we are definitely in crisis, I know our homeless communities are really going to be hit hard. And so, like I said, now is really the time for us to show up and show out for each other, and be smart. Like, please guys, don't engage in practices that are actually going to make the potential for spread and the potential for you guys to catch this worse. Don't be wearing them gloves all over the damn place, please. You're just going to make spread worse. You're just going to make yourself more vulnerable in the long run. And the same with the masks. A lot of people don't use those properly either. So just do know, like, there are proper ways to use those. And we really do need to be saving those for our medical professionals at this point, because our hospitals are flooded. They're going to continue to be flooded. Doctors are having to make really, really hard and difficult decisions. So whatever we can do to help, do. I know it's kind of hard because right now we're all, you know, struggling financially. I've pretty much given about as much as I can give. I was going to donate some more things, but at this point it's not feasible. We're officially under shelter in place here in my area. So there's just no point in trying right now. But I was able to ship out some things to some people that I knew needed them. So I was able to do that before most of everything shut down. So yeah, just love on each other in the comments, show each other some love and encouragement and positivity. I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm going to continue to work on whatever grossness I have going on, and just continue to try to uplift you guys during this difficult time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, thank you so much for subscribing and hanging out with me. I truly appreciate you and all that you guys do for me. Those of you guys who have been binge watching my content, thank you. I really appreciate it. A lot of you guys are binge watching and watching the ads all the way through and watching all the videos all the way through, and it helps more than you guys know, especially during this time where we don't know where funds are going to be coming from. So I love you guys so much, all of my loyal subbies. Y'all are the best. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.